Keir Starmer has pledged to respond more quickly to close loopholes in laws designed to protect children online. The Prime Minister said while the government had won the battle with X after threatening the platform with action over its AI assistant Grok, creating non-consensual sexual deepfakes, it was now time to do the same with all AI bots. As well as tightening legislation around chatbots, government proposals also include a measure requiring tech giants to preserve all the data on a child's phone if they die. Well, let's cross live now and speak to Dr. Kaitlyn Regehr, who's Associate Professor of Digital Humanities at University College London. Dr. Regehr, lovely to speak to you. Thanks for joining us. So just talk me through, if you can, first of all, what you think about what the government is proposing.
Okay, so let's first of all talk about the under 16 ban, which was a big part of that. He said that there's going to be a consultation happening around this. And this issue is something that is really splitting the online child protection space. To one side of the argument, you have groups like Smartphone Free Childhood and like the Children's Commissioner, who says the Online Safety Act has fallen short. We tried with the Online Safety Act. However, this is not a safe space for children, and we should be giving children more time to mature before they enter the digital space, the social media space. To the other side of the argument, you have groups like the Molly Rose Foundation, you have the NSPCC saying we should not opt for a ban. We should not opt for an Australia-style under 16 ban. And that is because the ban will effectively get social media companies and legislators off the hook. They will not have to continue to push to make social media platforms safer by design. And in turn, these platforms will become less safe, which will mean that educators and parents will have a greater onus to prepare children for that 16th birthday when it comes. So the reason that we're kind of holding out for this consultation is because we have very prominent groups on either side of this debate. They agree on one thing, that they want to make social media safer for kids, but they disagree on the way that we should get there.
And what about AI? What about what the government is proposing with regards to AI chatbots and how they affect kids?
So the fact that the government is starting to think about including AI in the Online Safety Act is a good thing. Keep in mind that on January 26th, the government also said that they would be implementing digital AI tools, education tools in all schools across the country by 2027. So they're still quite pro AI, but they're deciding that there are some parts of AI that they are concerned about and they want to be covered under the Online Safety Act. Now, the problem with that, and indeed with the entirety of the Online Safety Act, is that it really is a cleanup job after the fact. It assumes that, children may get hurt, that someone kind of might slip and fall in a spill, and that we should clean up the spill after the fact. What it doesn't do a very good job of is engaging with safety by design. That is, that we can actually change the design of these platforms to make them safer. Now, he did talk about limiting the infinite scroll. That's that infinite scroll that we know is super addictive, that we know can be kind of detrimental to children's attention spans, definitely to teenagers' sleep. And he did say something around that. But as it stands, it's still all housed within the Online Safety Act that many feel is not sufficient.
Okay. Dr. Regehr, it's so good to talk to you. Thank you very much indeed for joining us.
Thanks for having me.